Hello and welcome back to another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetablebread, and today we're going to be starting off with some Ironclad with googly eyes now. Good God. One eye versus three eyes. Very well. Giant whale. I did get Mystic. I just wanted to get all the mod stuff set up. I apparently didn't even have time to do that. I thought I had it set up properly before I started the stream, but I did not. Can people mouse over the burning blood? I would like for people to be able to mouse over things. Doesn't look like it works. I don't get it. What's wrong with that thing? I have that mod turned on. Rats. I do have it turned on. It's installed. 4 mods. See? Slay the Relics Exporter. Okay, choose a card to obtain, choose a random common relic, transform 2 cards, or swap out for a boss relic. Swapping out for a boss relic is terrible on no. So I'm trying out, I set up for mods today, and I figured the googly eye one is probably the highest priority mod available. He follows your mouse, too. Which is pretty interesting. Probably just taking a random common relic. Random common relics are pretty good. Usually we've got enough cards by the time we fight an elite that we don't need to take a card reward from Meow, although that would, you know, help guarantee us a victory over, like, Lagavulin or something. So there's only 2 fights here. Yeah, I'll probably try new classes at some point. We have to choose either 2 or 4 fights before the first elite. This path has 4 fights. This path has 5. This path only has 2. So maybe we do want the extra card reward, although this path only gets 2 elites. So if we go this way, we only get 2. Can we get 3 on the right? We have to start with this one, and then also only get 2. Rats. I guess we can get 3 fights this way, though, before the first elite. And get an extra fire here. So I think we're going to go through this path. Once we get here, we could decide that we want to get 3 elites and go through the Mega Elite. Not impossible. Sorry, I may have misspoken. We're getting probably 2 elites. Either this one and that one. Or we could go left. But it's possible when we get here, we go through. We get 3. With a Mega. Boop. So we start here either way, and let's take that common relic. It is a smiling mask, so all of a sudden shops are more important. So maybe we go this guy and then shop. So after this fire, if we're like, nah, we can just remove an extra card. And then remove a card there too. I feel like Jawworm already had an eye. I don't think he really needs a googly eye. Defend has googly eyes, but why? Why does Defend have googly eyes? Wait a minute. No, they don't move the eyes for the beta art. So that could be a problem. Pretty important that my eyes are all in the exact correct spot. Bash or double strike? I think we're gonna go with bash. Triple strike is not lethal, it's 27 damage. So we're going to defend double strike. How about that? Oof. Bash strike should set up lethal next turn. Yes, it did. Okay. Dual wield's got some amazing googly eyes. No googly eyes on the Reckless Charge. Normally pretty excited to pick Reckless Charge, but if it's going to not have any eyeballs, I don't know. Maybe it's wrong. Have to imagine Reckless Charge is the best pick, but it doesn't have any eyeballs. Maybe the beta art has eyes? Oh wait, what? Now it has eyeballs, but they're in a weird place. This mod is broke. Give me that Reckless Charge. Let's split them both and lock for 5. Take 2. Possibly +2 on the fight still. Seems very possible. I believe it, man. Those mod authors, what are they doing with their lives? Making Slay the Spire mods? Putting googly eyes in the wrong places? Next thing you know, there will be riots in the street. Did end up getting +4 health on the fight. True Grit's pretty helpful. Cleave is pretty good. See, Cleave gets googly eyes. Why doesn't Dazing Strike get a Reckless Charge? They could just put googly eyes right there on his head. Or like right there on there. Cleave gets the googly eyes. I like how when you mouse over it, the eyes move. Yeah, let's take Cleave. I don't mind Cleave. Okay, so we could take a Doubt. Oh my goodness. He looks like he's wearing little glasses. So if we take this and then we go to this shop, we'd have to fight through 2 hallway fights and an elite with the weak. I think we do want to do that because the card remove only costs 50, so we're getting net 100 gold rather than net 75 gold. We're also at like almost full health, so we're probably going to be able to survive. We have Reckless Charge Cleave, which is a pretty good setup for like sentries. It's not amazing against Lagavulin. These are both fairly low damage for that fight, but I think I'll do it anyway. See how it goes. Oh my god, so many eyeballs in the Acid Slime. Wow, I had no idea. Here I was playing Slay the Spire for years and had no idea Acid Slime had that many googly eyes. I guess I do remember that he has eyes normally. We're going to play at least 1 strike and at least 1 defend. I think we're going to double defend. Can I get a cleave? No. Alright, so we're going to kill him with a strike and electric charge and block out the rest of the damage. Rats. No block this turn, so we're taking 8. And becoming weakened. That's what we get for taking the Serpent event. It should be lethal here. Yeah. But Wild Strike's good to go on. Ooh, that's a nice googly eye too. Just like a real tiny one, just right there. Boop. So Wild Strike is good with, kind of good with Reckless Charge. Because they both have statuses, and then we can pick some status synergy stuff like Feel No Pain or Second Wind. Wild Strike also just like does a ton of damage. Headbutt's good sometimes. Headbutt's biggest friend is Limit Break. I think we're pretty happy to pick a Wild Strike here. Alright, and I think we're planning on going to the shop, so let's go here. Hopefully this fight doesn't do too much damage to us. Cleave and defend need to happen, and then I guess we'll put the extra strike on the Fungi Beast. Taking 8, so net -2 on the fight so far. Wild Strike kills Fungi Beast without wasting much damage. That's actually lethal, so cool. Net -2 it is. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the Googly Eye on Body Slam. I'm not sure what the alternative is as a Googly Eye mod author. It seems like you're basically forced into this one, but I don't like it. Thunderclap we could do. It's a little bit of an overcommitment. We've got probably enough damage with Reckless Charge, Cleaves, Wild Strike. It's a pretty good number of damage commons. Reckless Charge isn't a common, but it feels like one. So I think it's like a True Grit. Yeah, exactly. We want to get status mitigation here in True Grit's that, although we do have to upgrade it. If we do well in this fight, we can upgrade it here. It is Gremlin Knob. He looks kind of confused with those googly eyes. He's like, what am I doing here? We have a guaranteed exhaust on the Doubt, which is great. Get out of here, Doubt. Bash Wild Strike seems really good. Get an extra 6 damage on the Wild Strike. Set it vulnerable for next turn. Next turn's got Triple Strike for 27 damage. It's not going to be lethal. But it'll be a lot of damage. Looking to take the... Ooh! That hurts. Ow. What do you think about Dexpot Double Defend here? Well, we're not getting lethal next turn. We can't do 40 damage. So we need to survive next turn. Currently, we're surviving it. He does 48 damage over 2 turns. We go to 4. If we do 2 defends, we block for 14. He gains 6 strength and does, 18 extra damage over 2 turns. This is net negative health. Assuming we can't kill him. So, no thank you. That hurt. And True Grit is net positive health. I think we have to assume that we're killing him next turn, because if we don't, we lose. So, oh my god, look at all the eyeballs on Dazed. My goodness. That's glorious. These are worth positive 2 health because we're no longer vulnerable. But we still die if we don't Dex Pot, so we get Dex Pot. Yikes. What a jerk. Gremlin Knob. Always knobbing it up. Well, Kunai's great. I'm really happy with Smiling Mask Kunai. That really gives me a good idea of what we want to do. We want to play a bunch of power, or play a bunch of attacks, and a couple of powerful defensive cards. So it seems like we're in really good shape for that, with the Reckless Charge and the True Grit. What is the deal? Ghostly Armor has eyes, but Metallicized does not. Aren't the eyes right here? Can I get some googly eyes, please? Ooh, Exercise. Good point. Good point. According to my notes, I have 8 exercise stacked up that I have forgotten about, and you've added 4 more. Good morning. So now we're up to 12. And I'll have to actually start doing them now, because somebody reminded me that is a part of the stream. Whew. Take that, shoulders. You thought you were gonna coast through this morning. No. You're not. Man, Doubt just narrowly missed getting some googly eyes. My anticipated timing for next playtest is end of next week. Probably gonna do them on Fridays, in general. And I think so. I only had like 2 work days last week, so that week basically doesn't count. So if I were going to do one at the end of this week, I'd be setting myself a cadence of a playtest every week, which is a little bit faster than I'm comfortable with. So I'm going to be targeting every 2 weeks, which means end of next week. Metallicize is nice. I do like Ghostly Armor though. Metallicize does not scale with Dex, and it seems like we're a Dex scaling deck. So I'm pick Ghostly Armor. And obviously we are resting and not fighting a Mega Elite. And getting rid of the curse. Unless we want to Dolly's Mirror the curse. It's an option. It's a stupid option. Were there googly eyes on the shopkeeper? That's excellent. I like those a lot. He's got a lot of movement. Really accentuates the drifting pupil effect. Really just a work of art there. Dropkick costs 0. attacks that cost 0 are kind of on our watch list with kunai. We have access to a disarm here. Disarm is really good. We have Hexaghost, so disarm has an extra special superpower. We could take a disarm and then Dolly's Mirror. Disarm is a scaling block plan that does not scale with dex, and kunai means we are dexing. Dark Shackles is also here. Yeah, sorry, I have the Stream Relic, the Slay the Relics thing installed. I don't know why it doesn't work. I did install the relic stats so we can see how much HP we've healed from Burning Blood and how much Smiling Mask have saved us. Let's see. Okay, so I assume we want a Dolly's Mirror or something. Dolly's Mirror is like a huge power spike. Seems like probably the Reckless Charge. We could like Dolly's Mirror, Reckless Charge, and then Master Strategy. No, that's too expensive. By like a lot. Maybe Dolly's Mirror is not good. Inflame is kind of good with kunai, because if we're doing a bunch of attacks, then Inflame makes those attacks do a little bit more damage. Yeah, you said disarm, inflame, dropkick twice now. I don't think dropkick is good. We don't have enough vulnerable to really support dropkick. Dropkick is normally fairly bad. I think I would take inflame, disarm, pummel over inflame, disarm, dropkick. Hard to argue with disarm. Disarm's a really, really good card. Inflame, I find is a little bit slow. I don't know if inflame's really good enough. What about like inflame, Dolly's Mirror, the inflame? Get up to 4 strength. I do really like Dolly's Mirror. Yeah, sorry, I meant to go back to it, but I hadn't gotten around to it. So after we buy Dolly's Mirror, we have 125 left. Inflame takes us down to 70 something, so we can't buy Mirror, Disarm, Inflame. Ooh, what about Disarm Mirror? That seems good. What's the plan with Disarm Mirror? I guess like the idea is like for the heart fight, we like disarm him so the multi-attack isn't a big deal while we get our dex up, and then eventually we're using dex to block stuff once he starts scaling. Seems like a reasonable plan. Yeah, the disarm has some pretty amazing googly eyes. Although, when it's in this form, the eyes on the blue slaver are so small that they actually get some like pixely artifact effects, which I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, I think they're just using like a picture of 2 circles and they're overlapping them. So when you zoom out this far, like the right eyeball appears to be just like 3 pixels, but like of varying opacities of black, and or 4 pixels, I suppose, and that's just not the way. Yeah, I think I like Disarm Mirror, the Disarm the best. I don't know. Reckless Charge Mirror is pretty good, though. I guess, so, okay, so originally I was like, Reckless Charge and Wild Strike. That means we'll pick, like, Feel No Pain and Second Wind and stuff. But then I got a Kunai. So is, like, Feel No Pain doesn't really seem like it's necessary anymore. Like, Kunai is now our block plan, right? But then Disarm is also a block plan. Very confused in general about Slay the Spire. Alright, let's do this. Okay. captain's wheel. Okay. Neat. This way has an extra question mark, so we'll go here. Can we afford an upgrade? I think we can. I'm going to go for an upgrade. It could cost us this elite later, but I don't think it will. Let's upgrade a disarm. Disarm has a huge upgrade. Yeah, we're going to a shop in a second, and trading health for gold is probably a good idea since we're fighting Hexaghost. Unless we're going to die to this elite. Then it's a bad idea. So we get down to 21. Which elites do we beat at 21 health? Disarm is terrible against Gremlin, but it can't be Gremlin again because it was Gremlin last time. Disarm is pretty weak against sentries. It's really only good against Lagavulin. And even then, it takes him down from 20 to 15 damage if I play both. So maybe we are dodging the elite here. Maybe we're just going shop and fight. Or maybe we just lose the gold and don't go to the shop. What does it look like if we don't go to the shop? We'd have to do 2 fights and an elite. Alright, we're going to the shop. So I guess we need the gold. Okay, let's target this guy so that we can kill him in an emergency. Yikes. Probably like disarm, defend, strike, reckless charge. Strike kills him. Disarm, defend does the blocking. Still taking 6, but we could heal that. Cleave wild strike sleeper. Ancient pot. There's an evolve. Oh my god, so many googly eyes on that evolve. Really an incredible feat. Heavy Blade is strength scaling. Darn, I really wish I'd copied the Reckless Charge now, because Reckless Charge and Evolve are great friends. Alright, no waffle available. Would love a waffle. Shrug It Off seems good. We could take, like, Shrug It Off, card remove, deck spot. No, can't quite afford that. Let's see. We could do card remove, liquid memories. Yeah, I mean, fire breathing's fine. It's just like doesn't do much. I guess we could do card remove, fire breathing. Oh, evolve. I think the Shrug It Off should probably happen. The problem is I want to Shrug It Off and I want a card remove, and like there isn't really, I don't have enough money to do anything else. We have an Ancient Pot, but there's no like Speed Pot or Flex Pot. Is there anything we can do at this shop that lets us beat this elite? I think probably like card remove, liquid memories is the best path for the elite. And then liquid memories on like cleave if it's sentries, and like ghostly armor if it's Lagavulin. All right, let's go for that. I think we can probably win that. Maybe dupe pot is better than liquid memories. They basically do the same thing. I don't get it. I mean, fire breathing is great against sentries, obviously. I just don't. I don't feel like fire breathing is strong enough in the rest of the game. Like we only generate 2 statuses, one of which stays around I more want to focus on getting kunai going. It seems way stronger than like building around the new thing. Speaking of getting kunai going, we've got 5 strikes and 3 non-strike attacks. So we got 8 attacks, 19 card deck. Yeah, if I could get Shrug It Off and some more zero-cost attacks, I'd feel like I'm in a really good spot. But I don't think Shrug It Off card remove wins this elite fight often enough. And I think card remove Liquid Memories or Dupe Pot does. Probably Dupe Pot, I guess, since we have like Disarm. We can Dupe Pot a Disarm. Whereas we can't Liquid Memories the Disarm. Liquid Memories gets us back Ghostly Armor on 2 turns, though. Right. Uh-oh, sentries. It's definitely the worst outcome. Captain's Wheel is not super useful in this fight. It's going to be blocking just the middle sentry. Maybe Dupe Pot on Wild Strike. Does 24 damage. If we get Cleave, Reckless Charge, Double Strike, that's certainly lethal on one of the outside ones. Fortunately, Disarm is never useful. Actually, I guess Dupe Pot Disarm does give him -3 strength. But it cost me 12 damage. How real is killing one of these guys from 41? So we do 24 damage here. They go from 41 to 15. Wait a minute. No, 17. 17 damage is Strike, Strike, Cleave. Or Triple Strike. Or Reckless Charge, Double Strike. There's quite a few ways to do it. Bash Strike does not do it. Bash Strike Charge does do it. I think I'm going to favor saving health here. Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten lethal. Oh wait, we would have. Shoot. Well, Cleave always happens. Reckless Charge always happens. And Defend always happens, so it's Disarm versus Strike. Strike sets up for more reliable Sentry Kill. Seems like Sentry Kill is probably happening, so I think I'm going to disarm this guy again. I guess Strike would have gotten a Dex, which could have been a big deal. Man, I played this fight horribly. I would love to evolve, but I can't because I have to survive. Well, I think we're gonna die here. Yikes. Well, I definitely did the wrong thing. Probably shouldn't have even tried the elite. Definitely took the wrong path with the double disarm. Should have played the double wild strike. Would have saved me like 10 health in the next turn. It's kind of a shit show. And I take full responsibility for this one. This was just all on me. I just played it wrong.